Here are four of the best minds in this industry. First, #1 best-selling author and nationally recognized financial expert, someone committed to the proposition that real estate is the key to personal wealth, and he spreads that message wherever he goes, David Bach. Next, we have one of the most requested real estate trainers in the industry. His presentations are aimed at teaching realtors how to build their business by developing and maintaining valuable, lifelong relationships with clients and business partners. Brian Buffini. Our third panelist is a man who teaches how to diversify business by engaging in a multicultural strategy. He calls on real estate professionals everywhere to reach new heights of success. Terry Watson. The final member of our panel has been a tireless proponent of the importance of fair and responsible lending to everyone's success and, as a leader, has set a very high standard in the home mortgage industry. The co-president of Wells Fargo Home Mortgage, Kara Hayden. Brian, what is one immediate action item that you would assign to the real estate professionals watching us today?
I would make a list of everybody I know. I would go back to all the folks I did business with in the past, and I would, we like to call it the confession letter process. And,
the confession letter process?
Yes, we need to go back and confess and say, hey, I'm sorry I haven't been in as close a contact with you as I would have liked. But going forward, I would like to stay in contact with you, provide you information. You know, we encourage them to provide something of value, whether it's helping raise your credit score, protect your identity. Every month, stay in contact with something useful, not a football schedule, not a recipe for a pot pie, something that they can actually use. But build back into the relationship. I think the key component is if you want to make your business big, you got to make your focus small. And the focus point has to be on your best relationships, not on let me just throw spaghetti against the fridge door here. Let me do a 10,000 piece mailing. I would rather somebody went and visited 25 of their best clients than send out a 10,000 piece mailing. I would rather that somebody go and take their best business advocates to lunch or breakfast or coffee than go and spend $500 on an ad. It's time to get very, very focused, and it's about focusing on those relationships. And it's not about, are you going to buy a house? Are you going to sell a house? It's who do you know?
Terry, an action item for people watching us?
I'd say a couple things I would do. Most realtors, I feel one of the items that they need to do immediately is get on YouTube. Most realtors are not on YouTube. YouTube is literally the 8th wonder of the world. You go to YouTube right now and you type in real estate, you'll see agent after agent after agent come up, telling their story, what they do, why it's a great time to buy, what you should do, buyer seminars, seller seminars, everything. Not being on YouTube is a big mistake. Second thing, if you go to realtor.org, they have an amazing collection of ebooks. The largest real estate library in the world is the National Association of Realtors. It's free in our dues, free. They have the most amazing collection of ebooks. They have books you can download in your iPod, everything, just to read. And the first 30 minutes in the morning, you need to listen to something positive. Every night, right before I go to sleep, I listen to something positive. And when I wake up, I listen to something positive. And it comes out of your pores. It's natural, but it is absolutely critical. YouTube, the National Association of Realtors. Also, you want to get next to people who are doing what you want to do and get the information from them. Figure out what is it they're doing that I'm not. I mean, when I went to college, what they taught us was the case method of study. Copy and steal everything is what they told us. They said, get next to people that are doing something and figure out what are they doing that is successful. There are people in this market that are making money. You want to find them and see what is it they're doing. What are they reading? I mean, just everything. And a lot of people aren't doing it. We're sitting there. I mean, you don't want to fish in the same pond. You want to look at who is successful now, what are they doing? A quote I have on my wall, it's a favorite quote, only dead fish swim with the stream.
Kara, action item for people watching us?
I would add to all of that to team up with trustworthy and reliable partners who are serious about the business, committed to the business, not just trying the business, and also who do the right thing by the customer. I just think that that's absolutely critical to successful closings and also relationships that can be lasting for the client and the realtor. And it's pretty exciting, that team, going to the marketplace. We can make things happen.
David, action item.
I'm going to be a little selfish here for a second and say this to anybody who's watching, which is I think that you need two plans. You need a business plan and you need a personal plan. The single biggest mistake that I see among those in the real estate business is they lack a financial plan. So they're out working super, super hard to make money and help people buy and sell homes, but they never take care of their own finances. What I would do in the next 12 months is I would make a commitment to yourself that you're going to get your financial act in place, that you're going to pay yourself first. The next time you get a commission check, you're going to pay yourself first, period, 10% off the top. It's going right into a self-employed retirement account. Second thing is you're going to buy some real estate. You're going to figure out how in the next 12 to 18 months you're personally going to take advantage of this real estate market, whether that means you're going to buy a home or an investment property. You're going to get rich from this real estate market. And then you go to your business plan. And you do what Brian and Terry are talking about, which is you go back to that top 100 clients, your clients you've already worked with, and you go back and you talk to them. And if 100 seems too big to do right now, you do 30 in the next 30 days. So you leave here and you say, I'm committed to talking, not sending out an email, not sending out a postcard, not sending out a coffee mug, as you just said. And I get all that stuff at my house. Literally, all of it, the calendars, the coffee mugs, what do we do with that stuff? Nothing. We don't put the things on our refrigerators. Trust me, we don't. So when I say call 30 people in 30 days, I mean call them. Don't leave a voicemail message. Actually get them on the phone. Will you go to lunch with me? Let me take you to breakfast. Can we get together? Let's talk about what's happening in the real estate market. I know you might not be buying or selling, but let me just tell you what's going on. Everybody wants to know, what's my home worth? What's happening in my building? What's happening on my street? If my realtor calls me and says, David, here's what's going on your block and your building, guess what? I want to hear. She gets right through because I care.